Hey everybody, just I think a kind of an important update on our Dow Industrials analysis. As you remember from the last couple of videos, we talked about this pullback, how I expected there to be a little ping pong and then a push back to the upside. Instead, we've had just this weird kind of chop near highs. The little wiggle that I expected was actually much more shallow. You can see that it happened here. But we've got exactly the scenario that I described. We have one more thrust to the upside and now a failure. You can see in the financial media all the hoopla about the biggest drop in so many weeks and all that kind of thing in these last couple of days. You can also see here how this giant bulge in momentum has been completely digested, and we're actually seeing some negative momentum here. So now this sets up a really interesting trade scenario. If you are currently long in the stock market, I would, at least to our way of thinking, our price forecast, this is it. This is a significant top. Unless, and this is of course the caveat, because really with 3D Apex we're measuring order flow. So the market's order flow is nearing its end according to our analysis. If there's another QE, another Fed liquidity infusion, then that will change the order flow radically with push of a button. And that's really not something we can forecast at all. So that is the risk in trading this market at this point. However, our forecast would say that we're going to see one more push to the upside and then a big drop. And so I'm going to be very, very focused on that and trying to capture some of those potential profits on a short trade, which could turn into something more exciting. Certainly the timing is right here as we come out of the summer session and move into the fall. So traditional big drops in the stock market, crashes have all pretty much occurred in the fall, as you know, October being probably the most famous. So that's really what we're looking for. Let me go ahead and just update our drawing here. So once again, I'm expecting a liquidity cycle. That's what we do here at 3D Apex. We forecast liquidity cycles. Let's just go ahead and update this. You can see that little pullback occurred. So there, I forecasted that cycle. Can't always forecast the depth or the timing of it, but you can see that the cycle occurred just as we had forecast beautifully. I see no reason why the next forecast won't be as accurate. And it'll either be a lower high or potentially a double top. So actually, let's go ahead and draw that out. So it could be a lower high, such as I just drew, or a double top. And let's just leave that on the chart. And we'll come back and revisit that in a few more days when some of this price action has unfolded. But the basic concept here is that the momentum that we saw pushing the market to the upside has really been digested. It's been destroyed. There's probably still some momentum there. That was a big bulge, and there's often a sort of a secondary wave that ends up failing, kind of like we saw here in the past. Here was a big bulge in momentum to the downside. It rallied up and came lower. Let me go ahead and just kind of draw that out. So you had big push, big push to the downside, and then a second push. You can see how the momentum there got digested, and then the next move was kind of insipid. We had much lower prices, and there really wasn't much going on there in the power indicator. That's a very impactful signal. So I think we're going to see something similar. We're going to see power come down. I think we're going to see power come up kind of poorly, and then boom. I think we're ready for a pretty serious bear move. So that's what I'm going to be looking for as an opportunity. Once again, if you're in the stock market, I think that we're in a place where it's time to think about reducing exposure. I don't personally have anything in the stock market right now. I think it's a very dangerous place to be. It's setting up for a crash. Whether it crashes here as a result of this top, or whether we get another round of QE, otherwise known as quantitative easing or money printing from the Federal Reserve, which pushes up to new highs and makes another top, no way to tell. But I can say with absolute confidence that this market cycle, this price cycle that I've just forecasted and laid out for you, has a very high probability to show, and that's what I'm going to be looking for. And as a trader, we have the ability to take positions and the agility to get out. So, for instance, if you took a position here based on this topping pattern, and the market came down and gave you some reason to exit, there's no reason why you would have had to hold that wiggle and have all that stress in your life. That's another thing that you get with the toolbox that we have here for the 3D Apex trading methodology. It gives you some really great contraindications to get you out of trades, as well as some strong indications to get into trades. So there you have it. We'll definitely keep you updated as this unfolds, as the next price cycle shows itself. For now, I definitely recommend you come check us out on our Facebook page. We also have a free training session this Sunday. Both links I'll put below this video in the description. Hope to see you there. As always, thanks for listening. My name's Bo Yoder. Good luck and good trading.